sporty stuff. Okay, it's recording now. So,
the GoPro that we got for streaming, you can do 24 frames, and I don't know why you can't do 24 frames here.
what GoPro did you get?
The Hero 4 Black.
Oh, so that's the top of the line, right?
I don't know that much about GoPros.
I think it's this is the Session, and then they have silver, and then black is the top.
I don't find myself going out sporting very much.
Yeah, I mean it's cool. They sell the chest stuff. I thought it would be cool to
Yeah.
get the chest thing and do like a DJ gig wearing it on my chest,
Oh, yeah.
so people could, if I could get in the shot, like seeing what my hands are doing.
Right, yeah.
So people could know it's more than pushing play.
But then that also gives you potential to do like the life of a DJ, like with the DJCs, and make it really dramatic.
Oh yeah.
Make it kind of funny.
Yeah, I could do something like that. Did you get it to work with streaming though?
Yeah.
How?
You have to actually buy a HDMI to USB connector. It's like $300 on top of the GoPro.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So it would be a little more expensive if I wanted to stream with it.
Right. Yeah. That was the main constituency.
Yeah. So how did you figure that out? Just looking up? Was there like a forum with that?
Kind of trial and error, and then we got it to work.
So then, when you have it hooked up to the computer, it can just be on and broadcasting to the computer.
Yeah. What you have to do is you have to plug in the GoPro itself, like its USB port, to a wall outlet so that it can run indefinitely, and then you plug in the HDMI port on the GoPro to the computer, or to the adapter, and then into the computer.
This doesn't have an HDMI port.
Well,
Oh darn.
yeah.
Maybe I can't. Well, honestly, I think the streaming live stuff, that will be the hard thing if I want to do that. The studio streaming stuff, I probably just need to get like a webcam.
Right.
But I don't know how long the cords can be for a webcam, or how they connect. Is it just like USB?
Yeah, typically it's just USB, and they can be
Oh,
infinitely
this way
long.
is not a way. I
All
forgot.
right, yeah.
Well, that's going to lengthen this coffee run, I guess, which is not a bad thing, because going to the Starbucks isn't terribly far away, so that sucks that that's closed, though. I forgot
Yeah,
about
it's
that.
been closed for a while.
Yeah. Well, at least they have cranes on it, so.
Well, they parked them there. They might not have
Yeah,
to.
true. That is a Rockford thing.
That's it. Park the vehicles there. But YouTube has certain programs that it prefers, like the XSplit Broadcaster.
Is that free?
It's free up to 720p, and then for 1080p, you can either put a big
I think-
watermark on your video.
I think
or
when
license.
I see.
Yeah.
I think when I was looking at that stuff with Freeport, I downloaded Telecast, I think it's called, just like a free one. But now what I'm using is OBS, because it's really easy to customize the stuff. And yeah, I don't know if I told you, I like tested it with because OBS is screen capture too.
Right.
That's actually what it's mainly used like Let's Play gamers will use that.
You can do that with XSplit too. I think they're
Screen
very
capture?
similar. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You have
yeah.
up to 6 different scenes.
So like but the problem with OBS was when it was streaming, and I was streaming to YouTube Live for that, but it didn't like tank my computer frame rate, but it made it just slow enough that like you can tell when you move the mouse it's not smooth anymore, and that's, some people it might not bother, but it was like enough to bother me for sure.
Right.
So yeah. So I don't know if that's because it's like I'm running for the Mac. It's 2 terabyte solid state drive, 16 gigs of RAM. stuff.
Right.
So I'm not exactly sure what would fix that. Or I've looked. I know some Let's Players use something called, I think it's called Shadow Cam, and I might look into that and see. Or just message a Let's Player on YouTube.
Hey, what do you do?
Yeah. Or just, I'm sure there's tons of forums.
Forearm. There's tons of forearms.
Yeah. Stuff like on Reddit or anything about Let's Play equipment. Because that's pretty much, because if they can make equipment run smoothly running like Dark Souls, it should be fine running just Ableton like screens pretty much. So that'll probably be something
You're not rendering all that much video.
Yeah, it's not like an actual game or anything.
Do you want to do games?
Yeah, I do. And I've done some streaming on Twitch with games because the PS4 has like the built-in Twitch connectivity thing. So I've streamed some like Binding of Isaac and I think some Dark Souls and Just Cause 3. But as far as like actual streaming, it's more probably like computer games is what I want to stream, and I can't do gaming on the Mac, so so I'll have to wait till the computer's built. But yeah, I guess I'll look into webcams too because I don't think they're too expensive.
No, really, like the most expensive webcam out there is like $85, and that's like the top of the line webcam, which I don't really know how top of the line you can get with a webcam.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it shoots in like 1080p and it's not crappy looking, because the audio, I'm not going to be taking the audio from it.
Right, of course.
So, yeah, that should be fine. But, oh yeah, the meeting went well today, though. That was something that...
Yeah, what did you guys talk about? Go.
Basically, he said he'd never heard of a structure for a record label like that before.
How old was he, you think?
He was probably like mid-30s or something. And he's like, he makes his own music. And he was just really cool. He was not a businessy type lawyer at all, but he knew his stuff. Like when I was talking to him about like, because the one big thing is like indemnification clauses for, basically we wouldn't want artists on our label to decide to steal a whole song and try to sell it and then have like a huge lawsuit from evil Sony or something like that, and then Sony look at us instead of them.
Right now it's pretty much, we feign responsibility for, if an artist goes out and does this and makes a mockery of themselves, it doesn't come back on us.
Yeah, so like he knew all that stuff, and yeah, basically a lot of the ideas, he said it sounds like it's one of the most like progressive, because he's worked with starting labels before, and he said he's never heard of a label that does the same stuff like what we do. Like one thing is for because a label owns the rights to the songs released from artists under the label, not the artist. So normally that's like a big problem, because let's say the artist does a few albums under the label and then the artist wants to leave, then either they just straight up don't get the music back, or they have to like buy out their own music, which I think is so stupid.
That's the most insane thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. So what we're doing is just basically, if you want to leave and take the rights to your music, you have to wait for the contract to run out, and you have to be even with us monetarily, and that's something we'll track. And then if that's the case, we'll just have a contract where we both sign it, and then the rights are handed over.
I think that's it's good to start at this level with a progressive system like that, because
I definitely would always keep it progressive too.
Yeah. For Sony and Roadrunner and all these huge labels, I think it's hard for them to become progressive simply because of the fact they've run like that for so long. For them to switch gears, it would like mess up their whole system.
Well, and they want to make money.
Right.
So
I think the Mandrake can be profitable.
Oh no, it will be like
in a different way.
Yeah, and it will be less profitable, like I'm sure percentage-wise.
Sure.
We won't be making, because another huge point too is digital sales. That's 100% to the artist, and we don't take that. we don't put it up digitally, and you're required to on the label. But like you just go, like for me, like I'm going through DistroKid to have my stuff out, just a distributor. So the artist will be expected to pay me $20 a year, or I mean, if they want to use one of the more expensive ones like TuneCore, that's on them. But they have to have it distributed somehow digitally. But then they make all the sales from it. We only take a percentage of CDs and merch, which CDs in the current industry are pretty much merch, because like none of our artists are going to be having their CDs in Best Buy or something like that. It's going to be sold at a merch booth. So CDs are kind of considered merch almost at this point.
Now, who does production on t-shirts and whatnot? Who does production on merch?
We will, but then we take a percentage out of that too. So,
Okay. So do they pay for cost of the shirts?
No, for that stuff that we're gonna do. Like we're basically trying to make it so the artist, like we're not gonna be throwing tons of money at the artist, but we're trying to make it. And I think I explained to you like how we can record a band or whatever if they need an album recorded, but then somewhere it'll be in like the appendix of the contract. We can say, you know, we believe our recording
This is the
studio
cost.
Yeah, it costs $100 per hour, and then we can say if you work the merch booth at another band show, that's worth 10 per hour. So you have to, if you record with us for 5 hours at 100 per hour, you owe us 500. So then you have 50 hours as a band that you could just work for us running other shows and stuff, and then we're even, and money doesn't have to even be involved. So I think that's really cool, because then that just, but I mean, if you want to record and then not work, then you do just pay us. And if you want to work for us, we'll just pay you if you're not making money back or something. And then it sounds like as far as establishing it, we're gonna establish it as an LLC. And that sounds like it's just kind of flat costs, and then you're a corporation. So, yeah, it's 600, and then he said it's like 250 per year or so. That's kind of like a corporate tax, pretty much. And then one big thing too that I think we found, or we talked out today, is what the contract. Because I was thinking, I didn't know much about contracts, that they're like time-based, and then there's an expectation of how much material you have to release in that time. But he said a lot better way that he thinks is to do it like a project-based contract. So it's like, let me think, which direction do I want to go here? I want to go this direction. I can actually touch it. So it would be like one project would be considered an album, and then the tour that would follow with that, and like all the events related to that project. So that would be one contract, or a contract could be 2 projects or something. And then one thing too that I wanted to make sure is nowhere in the contract does it say like you can't release free stuff whenever you want, like, because that's stupid when artists can't just put out whatever they want for free. So like an artist has to do the commercially released stuff, of course, but they can also put out free stuff if they want.
Will the free stuff still be linked back to Mandrake?
It will be. It'll be like under Mandrake, and the one thing that I don't, like I thought about it on the train back today, is would free stuff, would we have the rights to that, or would that be the artist, because it's not a monetary thing? Or like, what if they release a remix? Like, are we allowed to have rights to that? Or I'm pretty sure for a remix the rights would be to the original artist.
It depends to what degree they take the remix. I mean, if they buy the a mechanical license.
Yeah, to actually do it.
To own it.
Yeah.
Then yeah, like Chet Faker's No Diggity remix. Obviously, he owns that remix.
Yeah.
Then Future Classic owns him. So.
Yeah.
But.
So I guess that would be probably in our case it would mainly be bootleg remixes and not official. Like
Right.
we paid money to make this because I haven't paid money to do a remix yet.
Right.
Someday I will, so I can not feel bad about myself doing that.
They pay with card or cash?
I don't know.
Hi, welcome.
I'll have a grande vanilla iced coffee with cream.
Grande vanilla iced coffee. Do you need any milk or cream in there?
Yeah, with cream.
Anything else?
Do a separate order.
And then a separate order.
Okay, that one's $3.90.
All right.
I want to get a venti white chocolate mocha.
And then the other one is a venti white chocolate mocha.
Hot or right?
Hot.
Hot.
Anything after that?
Nope.
Nope, that's all.
$5.19.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's an expensive drink.
I got the big one.
Oh yeah, you did. I never get venti just because the price is scary.
Yeah, but I mean.
Unless I like have a free drink racked up on my card, then it's only venti.
Right.
Which I think I'm just gonna put money on my card. Any bigger bills? I'll put $10 on my card.
Can you run through Taco Bell too?
Huh?
We went through Taco Bell as well.
Sure. Are you hungry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tacos and coffee is a weird combination.
They serve coffee at Taco Bell too. Horrible coffee. Did I tell you when I got the iced coffee when it was like a new thing? And
Hi there, $2.90.
can I put that on the card?
Sure,
And then,
there's that.
thank you. Yes, because Travis and I were going there at like, I don't know, like midnight or something, because for some reason he was super hungry. I never know why you would get super hungry at 1 in the morning.
I do all the time.
Wouldn't be munchies or anything like that for sure. So, yeah.
No experience with that.
Yeah, none. So, and then it's funny because there's like 5 other people in the drive-thru at 1 in the morning, so it's like. Yeah.
Oh, you're all at Taco Bell for the same reason.
Yeah.
That second order is $5.19. Alright,
There you go.
There's that for you.
Thank you.
If I rip it in half, is it a $10 bill?
Nope. But yeah, so I asked for an iced coffee, and the lady kind of gave me a.
It's got taco in a cup.
Yeah, that's horrible. This is getting so wet. But
I know you like coffee, Eric.
yeah, so much.
There's that. And then that for you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
And the last thing's coming out.
Okay. But yeah, they literally just made a hot cup of coffee and put ice cubes in it and gave it to me. So I ended up having like a lukewarm, like watered down, crappy coffee.
That's terrible. That's not how you make iced coffee.
No, like they didn't even attempt to like think about it. They were just like.
I wonder if that came down
coffee
from
with
corporate.
ice, like. No, I've had it other times and it's still
My
pretty.
chocolate mocha.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Sweet nectar.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I would get Taco Bell too, but I have food at home. But yeah, I've had it other times and they did like actually think about it and make.
Maybe they were
And they were
also
under an influence.
under an
Some
influence of
mysterious substance. Yeah, so I try not to get the coffee at Taco Bell. But yeah, it's amazing how crowded they get at like 12 or 1 in the morning. At least the one on further up this road.
It's kind of funny you say that because DeKalb, we have an IHOP that's 24 hours and it's placed
Yeah, I've passed that.
strategically
I've seen that.
in
yeah.
between two bars.
Oh, I see.
And you have to pass that IHOP in order to get home.
Oh, it's like how they have it set up for driving.
Right.
But,
So you're like, oh man, I'm drunk and I'm really hungry.
yeah.
Let's look at IHOP. So,
Oh no, that's not why Travis and I are hungry.
yeah,
Yeah.
you just really want
Hi.
to talk about.
Just a moment.
Can I
Of
get-
course, you can place your order whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Can I get 2 tacos, 2 soft tacos, only cheese?
But like taco meat on it and stuff too, right? Well, they know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready.
Go ahead with your order.
2 soft shell tacos, only cheese.
Okay, so no lettuce.
Correct.
Correct.
And you still wanted the beef, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, just making sure. Anything else for you tonight?
No, that's all.
No drinks or desserts?
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Any sauce?
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Alright, and is everything on your screen correct?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
282, second window.
Thank you.
No, I just came here to pay $3 for a tortilla with some fucking cheese.
Yeah, so like not even a quesadilla. Yeah.
Thank you for making me pay so much money for this tortilla. I could just go to Walmart and get my own.
Or go to La Chiquita on South Main. That's the
I'm
real.
not a Rockfordite.
There's more than one Chiquita. I think it's a chain. It's like a Mexican market. That's where
I
they.
don't know anything about chains. I'm not a gang member.
No.
I know you people from Rockford
Chain
are into
smoking.
that sort of thing, but
Hmm. But yeah, so only cheese, who will be playing this Friday.
it's an interesting name.
We love you, Michael Jordan Sanchez.
Sanchez.
I'm gonna tag him in the video probably just for that and like timestamp it on YouTube. So yeah, no, we could all hang out sometime. Cheese is pretty chill.
Yeah, he has good taste in music. At the very
Yeah.
least. And that's completely what you should judge everything on.
Yeah, no, he's pretty techy and cool too. Oh yeah,
Does he have any thermal compound?
I have no clue. I know he was swapping out parts in his laptop.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because
He had the tons of technical
Measurement
issues.
function.
I think he was trying to put a solid state drive in it.
in it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's going
You know, like
there.
going in the disk drive, like the optical drive.
God.
But yeah, I think he was trying to do something. I kind of. It'd be cool if we all had MacBooks, just because they. I've had my MacBook frozen a couple of times, but generally everything is fine on it.
When I get $2,000, I'll let you know.
Yeah, I got a MacBook. I mean, they are overly expensive. Like, if you were to get the same parts separately, it would be like $1,000 at the most.
I used to
But-
window frosted.
What?
It's like a strip club. That's
Oh,
what I was
yeah.
talking about. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's all
Yeah.
a frosted.
Yeah, I
window.
saw. I don't know. Oh, this is the Taco Bell where that crazy chick there's a weird situation where a cousin of somebody extremely disliked me for reasons that were totally not my fault.
This conversation fell off the cliff very hard.
Yeah.
Strip club, crazy chick.
No,
Just
I'll
mad.
explain. Okay, so she like totally disliked me and hated me and was weird to me for like no reason that I even like knew about until she made it obvious like she had a problem with me. But then so she like said some weird stuff to me when I was leaving because this was still in high school. So when I was leaving school one time, yeah. To be continued.
You don't want to tell her the story?
Should we
Hi.
get you any sauce?
Mild sauce.
Mild? Sure.
Like our mixtape. Nothing.
What?
We have a very mild mixtape. It's not fire at all. Oh, there's Diablo sauce now.
Oh man.
I can throw in a couple of mustard if you'd like.
Can we put it in our coffee?
18 cents?
Thank you. No thanks for the Diablo sauce.
Wonderful night.
You too.
Hail Satan.
Oh, you like went hard for no reason. You too.
Hail Satan.
Oh, that was like a step up from what I said, for sure.
Oh, we needed to go there. Oh, what? You should have said vote for Trump.
Yeah.
You're voting for Trump, otherwise I'm not paying for this food.
Now we just lost all the Trump supporters that are watching this
Oh,
video.
man.
Fuck.
Because I know Trump supporters love EDM.
Yeah. I think there was a.
There was one Trump supporter one time that listened to EDM.
Yeah. No, there was some conservative person that was pushing. It might have been Paul Ryan. Was saying how much he liked stance music. I know Paul Ryan said he likes Rage Against the Machine, and I don't know if you know Glenn Beck. Dude, you just did.
This is also a crash cam.
Yeah, to watch us test the airbag.
Test the airbags with my faith.
But do you know who Glenn Beck is? He
Yeah.
was on Fox for a little bit, but then he was like too extreme for Fox.
Every time I look down at my fucking taco, you stop.
Yeah.
Breaks. I'm really,
Oh, you're
really
freaking
scared
out.
right
Yeah.
now. But yeah, I know who Glenn Beck is.
Yeah, he had said that he liked Muse a lot and like the song Uprising, which totally the reason he said that
It goes against
was
everything.
because,
Fox News.
well, exactly, because like conservative people, you know, they're against the establishment, but really they're not, because they want the establishment to tell you if you can, who you can get married to and who can have an abortion or not, and like basically they're against establishment unless it's something that they want to tell you what to do or what not to do,
Right.
and then they're all for establishment. So Muse actually, like within, because this was on his radio show where he said that, so somehow it must have been somebody informed Muse and their management, and like between the commercial break on that radio show, Muse had contacted Glenn Beck and said, "We don't support you, don't say our name again, and on air right now you have to apologize, like say that we don't support you and stuff." So like coming back from commercial break, like he said, so Muse contacted me, they said they don't support me and not to mention them again or something. So I thought that was,
That's hilarious.
yeah, that was good that they got on top of that.
You see the photo that Trump posted for Cinco de Mayo?
Yeah. And then have you seen the photos?
Those photos.
That's not even what it is. What it is, but then did you see the meme pictures now of like
Yeah.
Hitler, like
With
this
the-
is the best kosher beef that you can get. I love Jews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, this has to be a joke.
No, I did too, because
Real
also
Donald
because
Trump.
his Twitter name is @real Donald Trump, and
It's
normally
like fake Donald
it's
Trump.
like you know the Bill Nye fake Twitter and whatever, or like
Yeah.
there's like tons of like celebrity fake ones, but they're super popular because they post funny stuff. So I always forget that like real Donald Trump is like actually Donald Trump. Yeah. So then the Hitler meme one, it was like @real Adolf Hitler too, which I thought was funny. Oh yeah, but back to that story of the Taco Bell. So yeah, that chick was crazy and like disliked me for no reason. So then after like a week after that happened, I was going to that Taco Bell and she worked there and I ordered a quesadilla and she was like she was like, "Oh, hi Eric, I hope you enjoy your quesadilla." So I did not eat that fucking quesadilla at all. I didn't touch it. I threw it away because I was like, that's shady, and she put something in it. And then what was even worse is because then I went to because this was my senior year, so I went to my school's prom, and this was like super. It was a long time later. I long had forgotten about the quesadilla incident. And then she was there, and she was like, "So how did you like that quesadilla, Eric?" So there was totally something in that quesadilla.
Weird.
Yeah. So ever since then I stopped going to that Taco Bell.
Oh, she didn't put anything
Just
in my
in case.
quesadilla.
No, that was not her. Yeah, no.
I guess I'll find out later.
Yeah. Yeah. Now it is nighttime, so I wonder how the lighting will be on this. So this may not go up, but it'll probably go up. Because
One of these
I
videos.
don't care that much.
One of these videos, you would have Travis or somebody lay down in the back, and then
Not
halfway,
talk.
yeah, and then halfway through the video, just pull up with like a knife and a mask.
Oh my god. And then have the video cut out.
Yeah.
No, just have us like looking back and then have it cut out.
You hear that? I don't see anything. And have him
Yeah.
casually like go up, and every time he goes to like come up and like kill somebody, he'll like hit the brakes. He's like, oh.
No. Yeah, I don't know who would be a good. Travis would be pretty funny to do that. Just not have a mask on. So
Oh,
just
yeah.
have it be him.
The ghost of the guy on your backpack.
Yeah, whoever that guy is, my old dead friend.
Amy was so like, what?
Oh, did you even explain it to her, or like,
No.
does she still like? She thinks I
I
was like.
explained it to her afterward.
Oh, but she knows.
But at the show, she was like, oh my god.
And she thought I just like, because I kind of like laughed and then walked away.
Yeah.
So she thought I was just like cracking
Yeah,
up.
my
at it.
friend died.
Yeah. No, that's funny.
For anybody that hasn't seen Eric Olson's live set, Travis is dead.
Yeah.
We care about him very much.
Yeah. Yeah, Travis Lang is a dead person. And that's why he doesn't have a Facebook either, if you look up the name.
Yeah.
It's not
They
there.
deleted his Facebook. You know your Facebook is deleted when you die.
Yeah.
It's automatic. Facebook knows everything now.
You know, that's a weird thing, isn't it? That, like, because it's not deleted, contrary to belief. So isn't that going to be a weird thing? Is like slowly more and more people from like the Facebook and social
Facebook
media
graveyard.
generation die. There's going to be like tons of. There already are tons
The
of like.
Facebook graveyard.
Yeah.
I'm friends with 2 dead people.
Yeah, isn't that? I don't know. It's weird.
It's one thing.
Yeah. And then people will still post on their wall and stuff like that.
It's really weird to see like people that passed away before cover photos were a thing. So you go to their Facebook because you have to
Yeah.
approve the cover photo
Yeah.
change, right? So you go to their Facebook and it's just like this barren wasteland with a tiny little JPEG as their
Oh,
profile.
it was before the timeline, you mean?
Yeah.
Before they even did that, so it's like, I didn't know that you could not have that. So if
It's
you,
like
so if you didn't
it's
approve
like
it,
the timeline, but it's very very basic because they haven't
Yeah.
posted anything. There's
Yeah.
no cover photo. Their profile photo's old and like all wrinkly and.
yeah,
Because, the profile
That's-
photo is a physical object.
yeah, that's weird. And yeah, it definitely is.
Even this, with the taco sauce, tastes better in the fucking house special.
Did you? Did you ever get back? Didn't you say you were gonna message that chick because you knew her or
Grace?
something?
No, I didn't. I just figured, I figured she would like give you a refund or a different coffee or something.
She was not nice to me at all.
Unfortunately.
I don't know if I if I was doing anything wrong, but
I mean,
I just ordered the coffee. And see, all the other stuff on the menu, they had like in parentheses what's in it, if it like sounded anything weird, but not that. And I looked up online if that's a thing, and it's not a thing. So pathetic.
it's pathetic coffee.
No, that was horrible. And actually, like that's I think the only spicy thing I've ever had that it was just like pain. Like it wasn't. Like most of the time, yeah, I've had stuff that.
Do they have an old bumper sticker?
Yeah, the Kennedy Johnson. We've been behind them for like.
I just noticed that.
Yeah,
Kennedy Johnson.
we've been behind them for a while. I thought that maybe it's either real or pretty funny. A funny one was we had like Roosevelt. His
George
running
Washington
mate.
didn't have a vice president, did he?
I think he did. I think I don't want to say who I think
Washington
it was.
Jefferson or whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not American. I'm illegal.
Yeah.
That's why I'm voting for Bernie Sanders.
Yep. I got a Bernie shirt.
So I can get the free health care and the social
Yeah,
security.
that's the
money.
only reason why
I also want to
vote
steal
for
your
it.
job
Yeah.
at McDonald's.
Yeah, I know. It's like people always complain about Hispanic people or Mexican people stealing jobs, and it's like, are those people that are normally it's like cranky white people, older generally,
Right.
you know, throwing their fist up about it. And it's like, so you would prefer to be the one? Like, who are you? You want to do your own lawn? Because if it's some like rich old white person that doesn't mow their own lawn, they're hiring people to do that. So if that's Hispanic people. So you're saying you prefer to do that work than you wouldn't want to hire somebody.
Remember,
So
Donald
it's-
Trump loves the Mexicans.
Yeah. So, and I mean, well, the cool thing too, like it's, man, the rain is really picking up. But I read something the other day that like by 2042, white people aren't going to be the majority anymore; it will be a minority. So I wonder. So yeah, so I wonder how many people are going to like live out from that because they actually care if their color makes up the majority of people. It's stupid. But yeah, the stuff with the label and extremely well. And the guy seems awesome too. Oh, and he also said he knows like a manager, I guess. And he said his name was Joey or something. Somebody who's managed like a few groups, like
Tour manager
electronic.
or what?
Just like a general manager, I think.
And someone's stepping in on gallery turf.
No, yeah, not anymore.
Right.
But who has gotten? He was talking about some like 15 and 16-year-old DJ duo that was still in high school, and he got them into playing like all these pretty big clubs in Chicago. And I think he said they ended up doing Spring Awakening on one of the stages and stuff. So basically, he like is connected with everybody in Chicago. So, and he's gonna get me in contact with them just because he thinks. So that was awesome. That he's also like seems like a good friend and stuff, and he's a musician too. So like
So
we
he
were talking.
understands on like a basic level like that your music belongs to.
Yeah, no, he totally is a cool lawyer and is all for that. And he said too, like his pricing and like for as far as me paying him, he doesn't do like hourly, like he does it kind of like by chunk. Like okay, we did a contract, so now that contract costs this flat fee. Instead of so that way we're not like I'm not worried about okay it's gonna be 3 hours instead of 2 hours to do this like. And he said, like today, for instance, I didn't have to pay him to like just talk to him about it. And he said if I ever had questions on stuff and I want to just hit him up about it,
Right,
he's
that's
not,
like proper
yeah.
client prospecting.
Yeah,
Now
he's-
you'll come back to him
Yeah.
again and again.
He's not going to be like I can't give you any information unless we're having our time.
If you have coin, get you have answer.
Yeah. So yeah. So he's cool. Odell is cool. He's a new lawyer. And Susie is cool too.
Susie. Susie is God.
She's fun. She must be excited for the new Fallout 4 DLC. I saw.
haven't even looked at it.
Yeah, I saw stuff for it.
I saw some news that was it J.J. Abrams is working on. There's a real big director that's working on a Half-Life movie and Portal movie.
So they can make a movie, but they can't make
A game?
Yeah, they can't make a third game.
Right.
That's just gonna make it
Because
even worse.
every few months I'll look at the updated news, like Half-Life 3, what's the news?